Good morning po sa lahat.
Good morning po. Nawala si Kuya Randy. Good morning, Sir Hill. Good morning, Sister Elsie, Ate Relina.
Good morning din po. Good morning po, Ma'am Mawan. Tere.
Nawala si Sir Randy yata. Nasaan ako siya ngayon? Kalawit.
Okay.
Dali lang baka.
Pasensya na po. May sumasakit sa paa ko at maintindihan. Tapos, kumaintindihan kaya sabi tulog ko nga muna, sabi ko gano'n. And then, nilipat naman yata dito ko. Nag-umpisa na po ba siya?
Nag-umpisa siya nag-share ng music kanina.
Okay.
Pwede ka share screen sa music, sister?
Sige po. Sige po.
Habang hinintay natin siya. And I will text. Meron naman na siyang YouTube kanina hindi share. I-check ko siya kung ano nangyari sa kanya. Baka mahina yung signal siguro doon.
Good morning.
Morning po.
Saan pala si Brother Randy?
Medyo nawala siya, sister.
Saan ang location niya pala?
Sa Kalawit. Part ng Del Sur. Kasi merong seminar doon ng mga principals. At face to face. Nagsugod kahapon. Wala man siyang kapanaan.
Bakit wala siya? Dali lang po Hindi ko makita.
Mahina daw kasi siya yung tawag nito? Mahina daw connection.
Wait po. Dali lang po. Try ko pong mag-share ano ba itong ginagawa ko dito? Kasi naka-open po. Sorry po. Nalilito ako kung ano yung gagawin ko, no? Umaya ko. Try ko na mag-share.
Opo.
Gawin ko na open. Nasaan na tayo? Stop share. Ay, nakashare pa ako po.
Share ka na, sis.
Kanina?
Opo. Pero lakihan lang. Hindi kayo nag-delay ko kay dalawang inopen.
Stop share po. Baka kung ano-anong sinishare ko. Share. Ba't hindi ko makita yung YouTube ko? Ito. Yan. Nakashare na siya. na po. Hello po.
Hello. Hello.
Ito po. Hello po.
Hello. Okay naman. Kaya lang, i-ano mo sa, i-phone mo sa full.
Screen ko po.
Oh, i-full screen.
Ayan po.
Yan, okay na. Sana sila. Sister, asan niyo pa? Sana sila ni Sister to.
Off ko yung isa ko.
Open ko dito sa aking cellphone ng ng isa pa. Ito ko kasi nakikita eh.
Kung ilip ko itong isang gadget.
Ah,
Umiiko. Umiiko si Sister.
sige.
Hindi na nakapasok si Brother Randy. Hindi na siya nakapasok.
Ano yun?
Hirap siguro ang connection doon.
Okay lang. Sige po. Nag-change tayo sa Apo. Ako, bali, 4 na kami dito. So, nag-music lang nag-share screen lang si Sister Meralina habang hinintay kayo. Lag. Sige pa. So, in case na anong alternative po natin? Okay.
Happy 12/12 Big Christmas Sale!
Hintayin lang natin siya. Naglag daw yung niya, yung laptop.
Yung po itong pinadala ni Sir Randy sa na YouTube.
Meron po. Meron na po. Nasa sa GC natin.
Oo.
Meron po.
Parang nalilate yung akin. Late pala yung
Meron
niya.
po. Meron na po. Nasa sa GC natin. Nawala yung sounds ng ng Holy Songs.
Wala po. Ayan po. Wala.
Wala rin. Baka sa...
Ano nangyari? Yung connection ko ba?
Nawala yung
Yan po.
Wala rin po. Okay. Okay na po.
Ano yung activities nyo kahapon sa Women's International yun?
Sa international yung meron kami meeting.
Oo nga, kita ko yung mga
Iko-connect kita sa pag ma-organize na yun siya.
Actually, nagkausap kami ni Ate Grace. Nag-chat kami one time.
Hindi pa yata naka-schedule ang ngayon. Baka wala pang schedule siya sa Visayas. Mag-schedule pa yun.
Oo nga, sabi ko nga sa kanya na willing naman ako magkano dito, maging coordinator. Kasi meron ako isang dito, contact na tawag nito?
Sa VIPs.
Actually, di siya, pastura na old pioneer siya ng isang church. Yun nga lang, she's single. Hindi siya nakapag-asawa. Pero she's very active. Kahit matanda na siya. Ang ko lang i-educate ko siya para
Maganda yan sa PCLC.
Yes, okay din yun sa PCLC. Pero ano kayang sinong in charge si Sir Soria ba ang in charge sa PCLC?
Mga religious group din.
Sino ang kailangan doon i-contact sa PCLC?
Usually sa HQ man yan siya. Pero si Sir Soria pwede siyang wala pa si Sir Randy, no?
No, it's already
Mahirapan siya sa
hirap siguro connection doon.
Exacto, tatanungin kay Sir Soria mga kapatid.
Mahina ang mo, Sister Erlina. Mahina yung sis.
Sa YouTube po tayo, ha? On the air po tayo sa YouTube.
Hindi ko nakikita kung nandiyan na si Sir Randy.
Good morning. Asa lang sila. Hirapan siguro talaga sila sa net. No? I see. Sorry, Randy. Bakit? Wow. Bakit hindi mo nakikita?
Wala namang sound.
Narinig mo ako, Sister Relina?
Yes po. Wala na namang sound. Ano ba nangyayari? Mukhang yung ano po, yung connection ko yung may problema. O yung ano. Ay, ano po yung sound?
Okay na po.
Magaling yung asawa ko pa yung marunong mag-multiply. Minsan, dalawa yung kasi nakikita yung Randy.
Hello, te. Narinig po ako.
Okay. Stop Screen share na po ako. And then, nag-tune book anthem na po kanina. Nakalimutan kong tanongin.
Wala pa po. Mag-start na po tayo sa Chong Ilgok po.
Nakakaya ako nagkakulit. Dali lang po yung wait lang po. Dali lang po mag-share screen ako. Bakit ba hindi ko makita yung screen?
Kailang connection mo dyan, Sir Randy?
So far, medyo okay naman po. Kasi kanina nag-lag lang talaga yung naghang tong laptop ko kanina.
In case lang, i-download ka lang yung PowerPoint para ano.
Apo.
Okay na po. Ito na po.
Opo.
Okay, good morning po sa lahat muli. And welcome to our blessed family. Sorry po. Ay, nako. Hindi marunong.
Okay lang. At least matuto tayo. Mapatido tayo pagdating ng araw. Itong reason why we share also na may iba-ibang facilitator para everybody could learn. This is our own.
Dito si Sir Hill.
Opo, nandito po si Sir Hill, si Sir Ramiso po, nandito po sila.
Yes po, good morning, Sir Randy, Ma'am Tere.
Dito, sir.
Morning po. Thank you for
Good-
coming.
Huwag ko lang video ko kasi naka-charge.
So, for the opening prayer po, may I ask po, biglang pinagtrabaho kaagad si Sir Hill eh. Can we, Sir Hill, pwede pong opening prayer po natin? Kayo po yung mag-opening prayer, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Salamat po, sir.
Okay.
Let's welcome our Sir Hill Peñoso for the opening prayer.
Let us pray. Almighty and most Heavenly Father, Heavenly Parent, we are so grateful and most thankful for the wonderful moment, the wonderful day that you have given to us, you have showered to us, especially your guidance and blessings that we have every day, especially in our life, that we receive uh, more protection from you, especially in this pandemic time. Thank you for the health, for the peace of mind, for as well as in our respective work and responsibilities to be taken during the days and throughout the days to come. We thank you at this moment for guiding us, for enlightening us, and be with our silent listener, O God, Heavenly Parent, to be with our needs in our group as we are going to listen the plain truth that you have given to us this time. All these things I pray and report in my name, Pilpinoso, Central West Family, Jew.
Ju. Good morning once again, our participants of this family, blessed family, blessed education, BFD
Blessed
education
parents.
for blessed parents po. And then I'm sure you are now excited to hear the message for today. And then I would like to introduce him first. So he is somebody who is very happy to welcome you dito sa Blessed Parents, Blessed Parents Education, and that he advocates continuous learning and practicing the divine principle. He is a doctor by profession, a father of five, smart, beautiful, and good-natured kids, and a spouse of an equally beautiful mind wife. He and his wife are blessed family members, much and blessed by the true parents of heaven, earth, and humankind. The think tank of the and initiator of the online Divine Education and the BFD Education Head. Ladies and gentlemen, participant, please help me welcome with a round of applause Dr. Randy Ame.
Hello po, good morning to all and welcome to uh, our session for this time. Okay lang po ang audio.
Okay lang po.
Yes
Hindi
po.
siya,
Okay.
hindi siya nag-hang po. Hindi siya
Hindi naman po, sir. Okay naman po siya. Stable po.
sige. Maganda pala pag madaling araw kasi kagabi sa UPTA talagang pasulpot-sulpot yung connection.
Mm.
Session. So this is another session of blessing seminar, and one of the topic that is be that we are presenting during the blessing seminar is the difference between male and female. Para sa we can let the participants understand what is the difference between male and female, and they can adjust so that they can complement each other. So actually, there's in this presentation there are, I think, 7 topics na dinidiscuss during the blessing seminar for all um, matching candidate, blessed member, and for the continuous education ng mga brothers and sisters natin hanggang sa mag-start sila ng family. So,
Nawala po yung sound niyo, sir. Sa akin lang ba?
Hindi po, nawala po siya. Nawala yung sounds.
Hindi rin siya nagsasalita na.
Hindi
Pero
na po.
open yung screen niya. Di ba? Tama ba ako?
Opo.
Sir Randy? Nawala na siya to.
Anyway, kapag nasa akin man yung PowerPoint niya, so in case na mahirapan siya, i-back up na lang natin.
And then, who will present it po? Will present ko. Kaya yun sa Sir Randy.
Telephone nag-text siya.
Ano po sabi?
Hello po. Nawalan? Ay, nag-brown out? Ang daming challenges, ha? Ano? I-share ko na lang ito, sir. Hindi ko pa man na-review, pero I just tried to, ano. Sige po. Opo. So, papasok lang po kayo, sir, pag ano na. Opo. Just notify me po and then I'll just continue. Thank you. Opo. Try ko rin itong share. Naka-screen sharing po ako, sir. Ma'am Marina.
Hindi pa po. Hindi pa po ano. Hindi pa po kayo naka-full full screen.
Okay.
Full screen po kayo.
Sandali po. Nawala daw sila ng kuryente?
Dito sa amin po.
Buti meron kang... Buti may signal ka, sir.
May data po, ma'am.
Okay. So, paano to i-transition ko?
Ano po muna?
We are all learning. Pa?
Yan po sa pinaka-lower, bottom most po nyo. Ito po yung parang wine glass dito. Yung last, bago po yung ito po, yung last button. Dito sa pinaka-bottom most sa right po. Dito po sa bottom most po, sa right po.
Right.
Yung bago po yung
Ay, malaki na masyado.
Hindi yan po.
Ito.
Yung parang
Slideshow.
wine, opo.
Okay.
Yan.
So,
Naka full screen na po kayo.
okay pa. Try nating ano muna. So it's more an ano siya. Ano pa naman yung diretso sa Ma'am Relina, paano yan yun? Yung diretso siya ang screen, hindi na siya mag-transition, wala nang transition.
Yung pagkakagawa po, ganyan siya, ma'am.
Okay, hindi ko mapag-connect.
Iyan niyo siya. Parang ang mangyayari is per ano po kayo, per pindot. Pipindutin niyo po.
Pindot pa rin.
Yan. Yan. Reason, yun. Parang, yan. Next na po.
Sige, let's just learn from each other. Ngayon lang kasi niya din sinend si sir ng ano yung itong slides, but then I believe this is more on the God activity natin sa ano sa government and even sa ano rin. So let's bear with each other and understand, because situation like this is we need to always have the backup. So good morning, everyone. So I try to present while Sir Randy is not around, so because of the problem. So our topic for this session is all about happy marriage, and it is the difference between male and female. So actually this is not old or new to us. When we talk about male and female, it talks about the two great creations of God that is existing in this world today. That this one also needs to be understood deeper and deeper, or about the male and female identity that we have. So this is actually the thing that is also been given as lecture to the government project that is more on the God, gender and development. And it is also funded by the government actually about this. And even the schools, we have also this, we emphasize more on this lecture on the male and female. So let's go for this. So the reasons of man and woman existence. Why do we exist? Why God created man and woman as the two being in this world? So let's understand further about this. Why we exist? Why man and woman exist? So their existence is the biggest miracle in the whole cosmos, actually. Our existence as man and woman is a very, it's one of the biggest miracles in the whole cosmos. Because we believe that God created each one of us to become the object, actually the object of God. So God and man and woman actually is really have the great trust for man and woman to become his true object during the time of creation. Because we believe the history of the Bible actually, right? That the last creation of God is man and woman, or most especially woman. Yeah, woman is the last one. Because we believe that when God created Adam, obviously he needs an object, a perfect object. But then man also needs an object, right? That is the woman. This is the main reason why God created woman also. So as we understand, man is greater. Woman is also greater. Even if you say such things are, one cannot exist without the other. This is the truth. Yeah. What might be the reason? If man is greater and woman is greater also, that means both of them are great. Tama po. Yeah. Ibig sabihin, they must exist for each other. Even if you say such, man is great and woman is great. If you say such thing, we cannot exist without the other. So man needs to be here and woman needs to be here on earth, in this world. So this is the real truth. You cannot say that man just need to be the one just to exist. But we need an object partners also, or object partner. So if you can see in the circle, there in the world of man and woman, when we see the circle, there's no point, there's no end. It makes it circular in motion. That means man needs woman itself. So if man become the woman become the object of man, man also become an object to woman. Do you think so? Yes, because woman needs an object also. He needs the man. When man exists also, man needs an object. The same true with the subject and the subject. So at the time when man become the subject, woman will become the object. And at the time that the woman will become the subject, because he's also greater, then her object will become the man also. In motion, we cannot see already who is the subject and object, both of them. So let's find out the real truth about this. So the purpose of God actually in creating, God created man and woman is for the sake of fulfillment of love. That is according to the divine principle. It is for the sake of the fulfillment of love. So when we want to fulfill this, when we fulfill that kind of love, then we need also to have that a symbiotic relationship, or the give and take relationship that is centered upon God, and that is the moment when you could establish a family through having children. So that is emphasized always in the divine principle. This is the basic thing that has been emphasized in the divine principle, because we believe that within the existence of man and woman, the fulfillment, that is the fulfillment of true love actually. So when we say true love, it is automatically we can say that is living for the sake of others, living for the sake of my partner, living for the sake. Okay, so let's go further on this point. Therefore, conjugal love is the one that was emphasized here. Conjugal love is the love between man and woman. The conjugal love is the cosmic power. It is an expression of God's love. That's why it's been emphasized that without having a partner, or without having an object, or without having a subject, there's no such kind of conjugal love that could happen. Kaya pinapaano natin, in-emphasize dito na we need to get married. We need to have a partner. Even sa ngayon, no, sa PCLC now, they are discussing. When we attended with some discussion, even some priests already get married. They come to realize that they need to have a partner actually. When we attended the what is that in Nueva Ecija, one priest testified all about what he knows that get the worst sin is to get married, because it is against the rule of the Catholic priest. Then he come to realize, because of the teaching of the divine principle, now that he's a member, he listens to the principle itself, he come to realize how important to have a family is, to have a partner. So it is undeniable actually. That is only through conjugal love that is the cosmic power wherein there is the expression of what we call true love or God's love. So man and woman is very precious because of their differences actually. So we need to understand further about the differences, the uniqueness. Ano ang pinaka-unique na parte ng isang magiging isang babae at magiging isang lalaki? Because they are unique in God created man and woman in a very unique way. Even in its purpose actually, or its rule in our everyday life, there is a big difference, but then it complements each other. But we try to understand deeper what is that man and what is that woman that is different to each other, that is different from each other. Anong pagkakaiba nila na ito rin ay maintindihan natin gaano ka-unique at gaano ka-precious ang pagiging isang lalaki at pagiging isang babae. So Originally, man and woman is in one pair. They are one pair. And even when we come to see in sa principio or sa divine principle, all creation of God is created in pair. And more of it is the relationship of this one pair, the man and woman. One cannot exist without the other. As what is said here, so God created man in his own image. Male and female, he created them. So male and female, he created them. That is stated in the Bible, actually. That is in the book of Genesis. So it says, so God created man in his own image. Male and female, he created them. It is emphasized then that we are created, man and woman is created in the image of God. If you see male, you can see God. If you see female, you can see God. So both of them are then the image of God. So there is the femininity and the masculinity aspect that is presented by man in the masculine aspect and presented by female in the masculine and the feminine aspect, and the whole of totality of God's image. So man cannot exist without a woman, di ba po? Kaya nga ang hirap-hirap kapag wala tayong partner. May experience mo yung nandyan, example say, just in setting example kay Ate Relina, I know the feeling of nauna yung partner niya sa spirit world. It's very big, there's a big difference, right? The feeling of being alone and being together before, there's a big difference. Yeah. And that's the reason why we can also feel that we need an object while we are within with our partner. We are so happy. But if one only exists, we cannot feel the total happiness because we believe that we are the man and woman itself, the conjugal relationship that could manifest God's love, God's image. So we can understand fully that why there are differences in men and women in character. So because of that uniqueness, we are looking forward kung ano kaya't yung differences nito na ito rin yung unique na nakaka-complement sa partner natin. Na yung nga sabi na sa ano natin, lalo sa atin na as a much couples, we could really see that we are much not what we wanted to, but we are much what we needed. We much to an opposite to who we are or our character itself. Kung silent ka, ang mapapartner mo ay yung talkative. Ano siya? O kaya kung mahina ang loob natin, ang maipapartner mo is yung strong talaga yung character na. So, if we can understand that the uniqueness of our differences, then we could really appreciate it actually. I even appreciate our partner, our partner in life. So let's find the differences of man and woman, which is in connection to our character. Ito yung as parent ngayon, this is the reason why we have this education of parents. Actually, we know all these things na. We have undergone lecture in the divine principle, but going deeper to the main point or the meaning of our existence is what we are targeting this time now in our parent education, especially as an elder ones who have undergone many experiences in life. No? Ito na yung inuukat-kat natin dito. Ito yung reason why we are here. We go back to what we have started before and then try to reminisce all our experiences and then now bringing back to each one of us here to share and to learn from each other's experience so that we could really understand deeper what is really the real purpose of our existence, especially having our partners in life. Because ito lang naman ang ano natin ito lang yung pinaka great opportunity natin. When we have partners in life, we cannot be together forever. We cannot be together physically forever. But we need to understand deeper that we are here on earth for a limited time to really understand our good, to build a good relationship, so that in this next world, in our next life, we have no more, we will no longer study, or we will no longer adjust to each other, but already we have practice here on earth, and then in the spiritual, in the everlasting life, then we are now kumbaga na ayos na natin. Okay, when we join together in the spirit world, when we could really see now that there is now the perfection of our love to each other. It's just an opportunity for us when we have our physical body to be together with our partner, complementing each other, understanding each other differences. So here we are now, na kahit na we are now getting older, because we no longer become young, we are getting older, and let our existence become more meaningful by understanding our totality as a whole, as a creation of God, especially what is my role as a man and what is my role as a woman, especially in the relationship of what we call conjugal relationship, wherein our children are the one who's also, what shall I say na, our children are also the one looking at us now. They are very sensitive, especially for our second generations. So if we cannot show the right way of a good relationship between man and woman in our family, then our children cannot also see the idealness of the principle. Because we are now the manifestation of the principle, we are now also the representative of true parents, and we're also the representative of God in our family. So if our children cannot see the good relationship of being husband and wife, then what will be the right example to them? They will look for somebody's outside. But right then and then inside the family, we need to be the one to set an example. So that's the main important thing that we need to understand deeper. What is really the difference of a man and a woman? The difference of my husband towards my wife, like that, so that we can understand that when we could see the differences, we need to love also the differences. We could go with the differences for the sake of the fulfillment of the ideal in our family, in our relationship. Then those differences will not be the one to burden us to establish an ideal family, ideal relationship. So that they can complement and support each other through their differences also. Can complement. So in our surrendered wives, that is also being spearheaded by Mrs. Kittle in our 4 o'clock session with the BFD staff, we can really see that here I can come to recognize how important our role is, especially woman, because woman geared to complain, right? Geared to dissatisfaction. Palagi yan magsabi ko ano dissatisfaction, ano yung ano niya. But man, we can really see there is a big difference towards men also, who are always been they're silent enough to really listen to their wives. So ito na yung sinasabi natin na we need to, if we can understand each other and complement each other, then no problem will occur, or there's no fighting, or there's no complaints, but we make those differences become the avenue for us to build a better relationship. So yeah, so our differences needs to also support. Actually, we need to support each other's differences, because nobody yet is perfect. It's only God. It's only Jesus Christ, or even parents are trying to really perfect themselves, and we will ourselves also need to. So who will help to perfect ourselves? It's not only ourselves, it's also our lifetime partner, that is the one who is much or being given to us by God as our lifetime partner. So let's understand further about this, so that that complementary action thing that we have that could lead us to establish an ideal family actually. Kasi sa ideal family, hindi dito na-entertain yung differences and then you criticize your partner like that, no? So it's high time for us now to really have a deeper realization that as we get older, we need to have a sweeter way of relating to our partner, because soon everybody could depart each other and then may mauna, may mahuli naman. Di ba? Di ba po, Ate Relina? Yeah. So, makita mo talaga na, ay, sana ginawa ko yun, ay, sana ganito yun. So, mahuli ang pagsisisi, actually. So, let's try to make every second and every minute of our life become a great moment wherein we could really give love to our partners. So, by understanding our differences, by complementing that differences, and that will become our strength and power to have a deeper relationship towards towards man and woman. So look at it, man and woman are love partners actually. We are really created to become love partners. God cannot give us a partner wherein become our enemy. Hindi siya magiging enemy natin. Binigay ng Heavenly Father, hindi siya maging enemy natin. Kundi He will become she will become our love partners. So when we say love partners, then we need to complement. We need to, it is, our eyes needs to be covered up with love actually. The power of love more than the power of complaint or hatred. So despite of the differences, despite of the limitations, we need to always geared for that, because we are really created man and woman as partners of love. So very important, no? So if you say the partners of love, then the first thing that we need to put in our heart and mind is subject of love and object of beauty. So is the subject of love? It is man. And the object of beauty, it is woman. So we need to really see that how very beautiful we are created to. God is so amazing. God is so amazing actually in the creation of man and woman. Okay, so man and woman thinking actually is different also. Look at the characteristics of man. Huh? Let us look at the characteristics of man and the characteristics of woman. Yeah. Magkaiba yan. Totally magkaiba ang characteristics na man and woman actually. So kung isa-isa natin, first in man's characteristics, subject of love. He wants to be respected and relied unto. And also, woman is the object of beauty. He wants to be loved. Ang ganda-gandang tignan na. So man needs to give, he wants to be respected by his object. Respeto ang gusto ng mga lalaki. Kapag ang ego nila, yan ang natitira, hindi nila ma-accept actually. So therefore, as a subject of love, they get to be respected and relied unto. Ang nasa isip palagi natin is sila yung backbone ng family. Sila yung ulo ng pamilya. Sila yung representative of God in our family. Pero sa nakikita natin sa reality, even within our relationship, if we are not aware sometimes, nagiging nawawala itong value na ito eh. Lalo kung ang isang tao don't understand about the principle, grabe yung ano niya. Na most especially even this present times now, women now are very powerful now this time. In our society today, we can really see how powerful woman is towards man. But this is an absolute truth actually. This is an absolute truth. So subject of love, man is subject of love and he wants to be respected and read unto. The same true with woman also. Object of beauty and he wants to be loved. Kaya nga maraming ek-ek ang babae kapag hindi niya ma-express kung anong gusto niya sa kanyang partner. Hanggang kunwari nagdabog-dabog na lang siya. But then actually that is by nature ang babae is she wanted to be loved. The weakness of woman actually is the ears, right? Kapag may naririnig ang babae ay masasarap na salita o kaya praises, then doon nahe-heaven ang babae. Gaano man siya kagalit or gaano man siya that time. But once na ang babae is makarinig ng mga sweet words, then madali siya nang ma-soften ang heart actually. So, ang man din, ang weakness ng man is, anong weakness ng man? It's the eyes. Kung ano rin ang nakikita ng lalaki, yun din ang weakness niya. Madali lang din siyang madala. So, we can really see the difference. So, we can see also in woman actually, wanted to be loved always, wanted to be loved. So, if this respect and love work together, then there is a very beautiful thing that could happen. So, if a woman respect the man and also the subject, the man, could also give true love to his object, woman, then there is what we call now the beauty of the relationship. So that's one point that we need to understand. And also, man is very logical type actually. Logical. Always put things in logic. Man don't speak right then and then. Always man look at our partners. They are thinker actually. They need to think first before they utter a word. Yeah. They need to think first. And ang babae naman, the difference is, it is intuitive type. We rely more on our feelings. We rely more on mga intuitions natin. Kaya dito, this is very At this point also, dito nangyayari na nadadala, nadiderail kapag nagkaroon ng intuition na lalo kung jealous, very jealous ang or yung sa point of jealousy na yung tawag dito yung pinapangunahan ang mga sitwasyon. Pero ang intuition niya is sometimes it's not reliable actually. Sometimes it's nagkaroon ng intuition na negative, but oftentimes actually, kaya nga ang babae is madali siyang makaramdam kung ano yung dapat gagawin. Pero ang lalaki naman is more sa thinking niya ang ginagamit, more logic. So it's very very complementary actually. He's more using more on logical, and the other one is intuitive type. So using more on the mind, and the other one is more on the heart. So do you think it's a very nice thing? That it's really a very amazing nature that God have given to his creation. This kind of logical type and intuitive type being together in a relationship. This is what we need to also. So let's put it in a very very effective way, not in the negative way. That what is happening in the secular world, or even inside our movement itself. If we don't give importance to the differences of this, magkaroon tayo ng struggle. Bakit kaya ang asawa ko ganito? Bakit kaya ang asawa ko ganito? You are always been thinking, bakit kaya ako palagi na lang ang kasi magkaroon ka ng decision, and then magkaroon ka ng ang asawa mo naman ibabalandra sa'yo, then until the end, as a babae, ikaw na ang magde-decide na lang. But then let's try to look at the differences of both sides, and then through that way you can also meet together in the common point. Ilang na po natin. Yan ang isa sa mga bagay na we need to revive, we need to understand deeper how amazing our gift that God given to us, being a logical man and being a intuitive type woman, using the mind and using the heart. So let's go further on the other part. Man actually is goal-oriented. Goal-oriented ang man. Gusto niya matapos, mayroon siya nakafocus siya doon, yung parang sa kabayo. Parang sa kabayo na meron siyang, yung takip ng mukha, ay mata. Bakit may takip ang mata ng kabayo? Dahil ang kabayo madaling ma-disturb kapag marami siyang nakikita. So at least makafocus siya doon sa kanyang sariling patunguhan. Kapag once na walang takip ang mata ng kabayo, marami siyang magawa, hindi niya ma-focus kung asan siya padulong. And that is the same true with man. Man actually is focusing on his goal. It is a goal-oriented. And woman is a relationship-oriented. No? Relationship-oriented. Very specific ang woman actually. Kaya ang dami-dami natin, tayo, you are used to a multitasking. No? We used to have a relationship-oriented nature. So, ang dami nating mga, kumbaga, kung imagine mo, ang daming mga galamay. Ang dami mong iniintindi. Relasyon ko sa ganito, sa ganyan, sa ganyan. So, there are so many things that he's more on the, very specific ang process natin as woman. Sa araw-araw nating buhay, look at it. Maano mo lahat, isa-isa natin lahat kung ano yung dapat na mahimay-himay ba? Very specific. But look at man. Tama na lang siya na very general siya. Kaya we cannot expect man to be like us also as woman. Kasi sa atin, tanungin mo sa kanya kung kailan ang kailang anniversary yun, minsan makalimutan nila eh. Ikaw na woman, you are preparing for your anniversary and then like that. Ano bang nangyari? Ano ba ang okasyon? They tend to forget things. But tayo, kahit very specific ang woman actually. Kaya, do you think they need us? Yes. The man need woman actually. Woman to really also remind them. And the same true with men, ang pinaka-goal. Kaya dito rin sa atin, we don't look far. We look things in a very short distance. But man is looking at the very far distance of the good life. Do you think so po? Wala ko naririnig. Are you still there?
Yes,
Yes, ma'am.
Can you go with me with my discussion?
Yes po.
I believe on that very very exciting relationship. No, we can really see how much God is so amazing in creating us with a complementary natures. Okay, so the other thing that we need to know is man is also a man who is a man of thinking. He always uses his mind. That nga, sa una kanina is more unlogical thing. So through that goal-oriented nature, palaging iniisip niya kung paano niya i-target yung goal na yun. Paano niya i-target yung goal na yun. And then, ang woman also is very specific siya. Kung ano yung nandyan na, yun ang nakikita niya kung ano nasa harapan, yun lang ang nakikita niya at that moment. It's very specific. So makita natin na both of these two relationship of goal-oriented and a relationship-oriented, this needs to be complementary. So both of them, they are thinking of their goal. A woman also thinking of the relationship. And these things now could complement each other. So the desire to love actually is the main point that we need to understand. That both of them desire to lead. Then also they have desire to protect each other. So that is only the thinking of man, that he needs to have the desire to love the subject, have desire to lead the family or to lead its object, and have also to desire to protect his object actually. And also in woman's side, woman's thinking is the desire to be loved. If man desire to love, woman also desire to be loved. And also he desire to be taken care of. So if man desire to lead, woman's thinking also is the desire to be taken care of. And the last one is the desire to be led. So, very perfect, right? It's very perfect relationship. Somebody to love, somebody to lead, and somebody to protect. And also there is the other thing, the other side, in the object side, is desiring to be loved. So kung who's desiring to love, wala naman siyang object to be loved, then hindi siya pwedeng ma-exist. Ganon din ang woman. He's desiring to be loved pero wala siyang subject to love her. Then what will happen? Nothing. Frustrations comes. But if both of these, there is somebody, there is man who have the desire to love, and there is an object who is desiring to be loved, then it could complement each other. The same true with desire to lead, and ang leader ba, maging leader ba siya kung wala siyang somebody to be led, or to take care of? Ang isang leader, kung wala siyang subordinates, maging leader ba siya? No. So the same true with it, no? A man desired to lead, and a woman also desire to be taken care of. Yeah? And also has desire to protect. Ito siya, nag-rumble ang ano niya. So he desired to protect, then he desired to be taken care of. And then also the desire to lead for the man, and the woman desired to be led. So you can really see it's so amazing relationship in man and woman. Dito minsan na sa atin while I'm giving this now, I come to reflect how important to understand the side of our partners is. If we understand the side of our partner, being a man and being a woman, then we could try to really see ourselves that this is not the time for us to really realize that we have missions, we have responsibility that could complement each other, that could not lead us to fighting, lead us to misunderstanding, confusion, or doing things against our partners. But this is now the moment. That's what I have said a while ago, that we are not getting younger, but we are getting older every minute, every second of our life. And we don't know also when we could leave our partner. We go ahead to the spiritual world or what, and whoever will go ahead, that it's now the right time. This is now the right time to really understand how we could complement, how we could really become one to our partner itself, how to really fulfill our responsibility towards our partners. Ito po yung ano natin ngayon, kaya nga marami yung magte-testimony minsan sa ating mga na dumadaan sa relasyon na mag-asawa na they find difficulties. It's because we don't understand deeper what is really the divine principles telling to us. We can give lecture, but we could not also practice it. That's the main point. We've been in the movement for so long, but we cannot really give the right thing, or we cannot really substantialize what we are teaching oftentimes, because we are challenged actually. And it's only through practicing we could really see the very alive divine principle in our life. And ngayon sa atin, kahit nag-lecture ako or nag-lecture tayo, ang dami pa nating dapat na iintindihin at isusubstantialize sa araw-araw. So good for us, we are reminded again for all our lectures that we are having here, especially we as elder blessed parents. Ito na yung panahon na pakita natin na magiging ehemplo sa mga younger ones. Kasi the generation that are coming in now is very different from who we are in the past. Our education is very much different also. And even our experiences that we have undergone too, those are all now our strength, that we could talk, we could share, we could show the right example to have a good relationship. And that is what our true parents have been sharing to us about love, true love. True love is always been. So where does it start? It starts within our relationship as husband and wife, as man and woman, actually. This is the starting point of what our true parents teaching is, that we need to become a man of true love. So very important things to remind us again for this lecture that is presented to us. So the differences that we have as man and woman is very important for us to know, so that we could complement and we could truly become a man and woman of true love. And a relationship we're in, conjugal relationship, will become stronger. So we know also that there are different conditions of men actually. At this point, desire to seek power. Yeah, those are all the first condition of man is the desire to seek power. Gusto niya na siya ang tatayo na haligi. Siya ang talaga na siya ang tatayo na responsible. Have the power to really lead, especially the family itself. They have also fit body for sports and work. Lalaki, kung tingnan mo ang difference ng lalaki, they fit body for sports and work. Strong ang body build up nila. It's very strong. So we can see that it is man's duty to protect both man and family. Siya ang magproprotekta, hindi yung babae magprotekta. So ito na, it's not very far from our understanding actually, and even our expectations to man, that it is man's duty to protect both man and family. Sa pamilya nga, hindi yung babae ang magprotekta, kundi ang lalaki dapat ang magprotekta. That is actually one of the condition of man. That the reason why they are created to have that strong body, or what we call yung matipunong body, it's because they have the duty to protect both men and their families. So when man has something he can protect, that's the time he finds his value and feels joy. Kaya kapag may mga sitwasyon na ang sitwasyon sa pamilya, ang unang nasa mind ng ama is to protect the family itself. I have many experiences actually, not unforgettable experience in our family when I'm still in Ilocos na, the time that we have the first time to experience tornado. That is also the first time. What happened? Ang amahan, siya ang nagsukob lahat. Because you know what is the experience of a tornado? It's like an airplane coming, na babanggahin ang bahay ninyo, ganon. Just for a second. Ang automatic response of ang ama is i-protect ang the whole family. As in, nakita ko talaga yung parang niya, yung parang sahen, yung isukob niya lahat yung sa anak niya sa loob, ganun. So even when we have also experienced this year, we have experienced this year also when we have outing in the ocean, and then we have pambot, and the whole of us are there, and then the pambot upside down, because and the father is we can really see what's the heart of the father is to protect all the children too. You go there, so we can really see how automatic it is an automatic thing, or it is an instant thing, the feeling of a father to protect, or the man to protect the family and its woman actually. So when the man actually can really fulfill that responsibility, they feel satisfaction actually. Okay, they have something he can protect. At that time, they find their value and joy. Kaya makikita mo talaga yung nila, they are really created for that. So in woman also, we can see also woman is the best creation of beauty. Look at it also. The beautiful thing in woman. Woman's original character is to yearn for beauty and endless desire to be beautiful. Yeah? Kahit na matatanda na, sabi nga natin na we want to be beautiful inside out, and we want to get old gracefully. Right, Ate Relina? Mr.
Yes
Elsie?
po.
Yeah, we want to be
po.
beautiful. Hindi porke na tumatanda tayo, we need na mag-lose siya, hindi. We geared to be beautiful inside and out, and then we are desiring to be beautiful forever. In the eyes of our man, in the eyes of our, not only our man, but in the eyes of God, the eyes of the people around us. But the most important thing is the purpose of desiring to become beautiful more and more is for our subject, our man. Okay, so the reason God gave woman's beauty is for the sake of man. Kaya nga yung mga karamihan, even in the secular world, once a woman naglusyang-lusyang na dyan and then don't take care of themselves, then siyempre the subject actually is always geared to have an object to become beautiful. Malibang sila sa mas madiril yung mata nila, makakita sila na mas maganda sa labas. So this is the one thing that could destroy the relationship. So we have responsibility to keep our beauty in us, not only externally, but we need to be beautiful internally in the eyes of our husbands. Meron silang masasabi na, ay, ganito ang asawa ko. Ma-appreciate nila tayo ng woman na nandyan sa kanilang harapan. Kasi yung woman na palagi na lang palaging inaaway ang asawa, they can see beauty in it? No. They could even find someone whom they could relate unto, because they are the subject of love and they are looking for somebody to love. But if the somebody or to be loved, hindi naman siya beautiful sa heart niya, palagi na lang inaaway or what, then that's it. So let's keep the reason God gave woman's beauty is for the sake of man. Beautiful inside and outside. That's the point. So the woman feels the greatest joy and value when she is loved by a man. Tama po, At Elsie?
Yes.
Kung ang ating asawa is ma-feel natin ang love nila, then nandyan yung greatest joy and value natin. Kaya tayo nagmamaktol minsan kasi minsan we are also very sensitive. Bakit kaya ang asawa ko hindi na ganito, ganyan. So we need also to look at ourselves. Have I done my part? Let's try to also to think or to really feel, ginawa ko na ba ang obligasyon ko? Ginawa ko ba ang tama? Because they respond to what we are, what man respond to what they can see in their woman actually. Kasi nandyan sila na kikita mo talaga yung nila, yung they wanted to love, but they wanted also to be loved. So the woman feels the greatest joy when there is love by a man. So let's try to become also a lovable one, so that man can love us also. Ganon din. Kasi give and take lang naman tayo eh. Give and take. So the man originally loves appears when he sees a woman's beauty by seeing her happy, inspired, and joyful. Kaya let's be happy, let's be beautiful, and let's also be inspired and joyful. Sa araw-araw natin ginawa ng Diyos, dapat meron tayo ring may ipakita ng woman na paka-inspiran din ng ating mga subject. Because man's original love appears when he sees a woman's beauty by seeing her happy, inspired, and joyful. Hindi yung bugnutin palagi na parang, ano kaya ito? Parang wala lamang maganda sa mundo niya. So, anong gagawin ng lalaki? Lalabas na lang. Mas gusto pa nilang alis kapag wala silang ma-feel na love inside the family. So, love and beauty is a subject and object relationship actually. Love and beauty is a subject and object relationship. So, it's very important ang to keep our responsibility as a man and as woman, so that the complementary of the subject and object relationship that could geared for us to have a beautiful relationship, beautiful example towards the people around us, especially within our children's eyes. So love and beauty is very far in nature, but then they are complementary in nature itself. So there is somebody to love, there is somebody who give beauty for love. There is subject and there is object relationship. So the theory then of the intuition, let us see the second one, the theory of the logic and intuition. So yeah. So insensitive man and a woman who doesn't express much. Actually, first thing is, men are very insensitive, right? Doon tayo nag-struggle. Woman struggle when, bakit kaya hindi niya bakit kaya hindi niya nararamdaman, bakit kaya hindi niya ganito. So ang daming so Actually, man and woman does not express much. They are very insensitive, and insensitive are those man and a woman who doesn't express much also. So that is the intuition of logic, or that is the theory of logic and intuition. So man's theoretical model, let us see the model of this, and also the man's intuitive model. So in writing reflection, let us see, and also in conversation, in expression. So in writing reflection, logical or not. Instead of writing about their feelings, they summarize the lecture or they analyze. Mga lalaki. Instead na susulat nila word per word ang kanilang reflection, anong gagawin nila? They could short lang. I-short lang yung nilang masasabi. Huh? And look at this also. What do they feel in their heart? They use of feelings and emotions. They express. In writing, masasabi lahat ang kanilang feelings and emotions. And also in conversation, look at this. That man convinced other person to agree with them. And they are right and you are right. That's right. So always confirm. There is affirmation that they are right always. They wanted to be, kumbaga, tama ako, di ba? Parang mga ganun na question eh. Pero also, sa woman side naman, wants to sympathize. Palagi niyang intindihin, palagi niyang gusto niya rin i-comfort, or gusto rin ang woman sa intuitive model is always have that sympathy and always have a soft heart. The variety of expression of feelings could be shown through the conversations. And also in expression, if you don't say clearly, cannot sense or understand. Kaya kung hindi siya masyadong expressive actually. If you don't say clearly, cannot sense or understand. Kaya insensitive nga. Yung sinasabi natin, insensitive man. Kaya minsan doon maka-struggle tayo kasi sila, bakit kaya siya ganito? Bakit kaya hindi niya maintindihan ang gusto ko? Because they are insensitive actually. If you don't just express it, they cannot understand. If you don't say it, they cannot understand. So in the woman's side naman is indirect talking. Maraming tantrums, maraming yung magbagsak-bagsak, minsan yung mga negative na way. So they wanted to be understood. The man actually, they think first before they say. Karamihan ng mga lalaki, example sa aking asawa, hindi siya masyado magsalita na sabi nga na more words daw is more mistakes. Mas marami daw mistake kapag mas maraming salita. Sabi ng ganyan. So, iniisip nila muna. It is by nature ang lalaki. Isipin muna nila bago sila magsalita. So, they takes time to react. Di ba yan ang isa ng struggle ng babae? Ang tagal naman yung mag-react. It takes time to react. You cannot really wait. Sometimes ka na lang na maghintay kung anong reaction niya sa iyong sinasabi. Kaya minsan din ako mag-istorya eh. Ang sarap-sarap ng pag-istorya ko tungkol sa what happened outside in my work. And, lang siya, makinig lang. Pero ang reaction hindi mo ma-accept at instant. So same true with, this is really their nature. They are not expressive. And then dito sa atin naman, sa woman naman is immediately speaks out whatever they feel. Kung ano yung nararamdaman nila, sinasabi. Kung galit sila, makikita mo rin. Woman, you can really see. Kung tutuusin, walang maitatago ang babae. It's very expressive. It's very tangible. Kung ano yung nasa mind, sa niya, yung facial expression, kung hindi man sa salita siya magsabi, sa facial expression or what. Even, ganun kababaw din ang ng woman. Immediately speaks out, and then whatever they feel, they could just say it, and even just to show. So most importantly, both responsibility is needed actually. Both, we can see now the differences. Very far ang natin. Very, kumbaga, it's an opposite. The opposite nature of man in this theory of logic and intuition is, ito yung pinaka-importante na intindihin natin dito sa part na ito. Yung sa logic and intuition. a relationship. Dito natin hukayin yung nature ng subject natin or object natin. Wherein, pag maintindihan natin fully about these things, then there is a good relationship, symbiotic relationship of husband and wife. Okay, so let's go to the third one, the goal-oriented and relationship-oriented. Goal-oriented and relationship-oriented. So, actually, shopping is the happiness of woman, but hard time for man. Do you experience that? Mag-shopping kayo, tapos magbilis-bilisan, nakakainis.
Binubusisi.
Yeah.
Binubusisi pa po
Mas maganda pa na hindi mo nalang isama kasi ang babae kasi puting-ting eh. No? Shopping is happiness of woman, pero mahirap na intindihin ng man. Dapat din ang man maintindihan niya ang happiness ng woman, right? So, there's a goal because the man is, you need to go directly what you want to buy. And the woman is also, you want to, yeah. But the woman is wanted to, daming pipili. Ang daming pipiliin, pero walang mapili pa. Tagal-tagal. So doon nagkaroon ng away, di ba? Minsan hindi na, ang tagal-tagal mo, di ba? So when both sides could understand, oh, this is where my wife wanted to do, I need to support. And then also ang woman naman, I need to, ang bilisan ko kasi ang asawa ko hindi siya makapaghintay by nature. So if both could understand each other, then they could dapat naman ang woman hindi rin magtatagal masyado sa shopping kahit na alam mo yan ang happiness mo. Dapat mo rin intindihin yung heart ng ating. So that's the point. So let us see. Women are relationship-oriented. Process and communication is very important sa woman. Shopping is a part of important communication actually. Shopping. And then goal and result are important and men like big dreams and stories. So goal-oriented ang woman, ang man actually. And the men like big dreams and stories. Sa woman naman is very So this is why men, we can say goal-oriented sila. But in the woman, actually, we are very specific in our nature. So no matter how trivial the topic is, the type of conversation of husband and wife together with their children makes life more meaningful. So if we could have the conference and have the conversation of a husband and wife together with the children, then in the family, then it is the most important, very exciting thing. So maganda yung yung nag-uusap, maganda yung nagre-read, kaya yung may closing prayer tayo sa mga anak natin, sa pamilya natin. Oftentimes, pero sa natin, kapag ang pamilya, wala man lang time na kasi lalo ngayon sa mga gadget. Actually, this is one of my struggle now because my children are always in their rooms because of their online classes. But then at night time, we need to really face each other, eating together, and then have conversations and have closing prayer. That's the point. Sabi ko, yan lang pinapakiusap ko sa inyo. Kahit maghapon kayo sa mga kwarto ninyo, basta in the evening time when the father come home, and then we could be together to eat, and then we could have the time. So this is the point wherein we could also relate kung ano yung dapat natin gagawin. Ganun. So this is the note how trivial the topic is. Kahit ano man ang nangyayari sa buhay natin, basta meron tayong time for conversing, time for understanding, time for talking together with the children. That makes life more meaningful. Do you think so po?
Yes.
Po. Okay. Nag-iisa naman ang mga anak ninyo. Ako lang naman yata maraming anak dito. Si Sir Hilden. Si Sister Elsie at si Sister Relina. Tag-isa lang naman din. So anyway. Mas maganda pag marami kasi. Mas maraming maingay. Mas marami rin object. Okay. So let's go further on this. So the misunderstanding and ano yung isa? Okay. Misunderstanding.
I said.
Okay.
No, you didn't.
So the word misunderstanding towards the man and woman. Let's go further. I asked to do it last night. No, I didn't hear that. So look at the situation of misunderstanding. So nagsabi daw ang babae kagabi, and then sabi naman lalaki, no, I didn't hear that. Nabungol ang lalaki siguro. Okay, women can communicate with many people at the same time. True. We can also multitasking. Woman is also multitasking. Can listen and speak at the same time. Yes. Sa akin nga, apat-apat ang gadget kapag may sabay-sabay ang sabay-sabay ang mga Zoom meeting natin. Ang klase ko sa Saturday, sa masteral ko, and then may mga so kayang-kaya natin ng mga babayan. We are multitasking. So women can communicate with many people at the same time also. So can listen and speak at the same time, right? But look at man. Man can focus on things one at a time. Nakafocus lang sila sa kanilang ginagawa. Hindi sila pwedeng magdaming yung gagawin. Unlike kung na-train na sila din. But by nature, that is it. They wanted to focus on one thing, one at a time. Ito muna gagawin ko, mamaya na yan, ganun, next. So, no, I didn't hear that, sabi nga eh. So, wholeheartedly focus on one thing at a time. Doon nila ibubuhos ang kanilang pansin. Doon nila, kung nakakonsentrate lang sa isang bagay, example lang, just to earn a living, hanggang doon na lang. Hindi rin nila alam kung naka-earn sila ng tama o maliit lang o kasya ba o hindi. Hindi na nila intindihin yan. No? Hindi naintindihan yan. Basta may ginagawa ako.
Kala ko mag-budget, tapos feeling nila hindi ko nagagastos.
Kaya nga. So, basta mag-income ako.
Wala na. Parang ganun. Wala na. Wala na. Wala na.
They are not that specific. So, very kaya doon ang struggles, di ba? Doon ang fighting, doon ang minsan ang misunderstanding. Ay, na. So, but we can really see how exciting how God created us in a very exciting way and a purpose. So if he could focus on one thing, he cannot entertain other things actually. Marami siyang so hindi niya kaya yung mag-focus sa marami. Hindi siya maging multitasking. Unlike ang babae can multitask. Kaya nga pwede siya habang nagluluto, pwede siyang gano'n, dami-dami, lalo kung sa araw-araw natin ginagawa, din para pwedeng multitask tayo. Daming magagawa natin actually. Very So, kung hindi, kaya nga ang training natin sa mission, especially when we are trained in mission, grabe yung natin. We owe a lot from our trainings. Actually, sa akin, I personally can testify that through my being a full-time, being a missionary before, and then now I'm a mother, I'm working, then nagagamit mo na ngayon yung training mo ngayon as a multitask person. So, look at it, there's a big difference of a man and woman with regards to our way of acting, especially in our daily life. So man and woman represent the dual characteristics of God. So when they marry, they become His resemblance. So you can see kung ano yung wala sa lalaki, nandun sa babae. Kung ano nandun sa babae, wala sa lalaki. So anong kaya nasa babae, kung anong hindi kaya ng lalaki, babae, nandun sa lalaki. So, it complements actually. So, for us to really remove that misunderstandings that we have in our relationship as man and woman. So, if woman, tayong mga babae, hindi na natin na-expect na ganito sila sa ganyan, tagalin na lang natin sa mind natin about expectations from them because they are really created on that nature. Then, ganun din ang woman. Kaya karamihan na ngayon doon sa secular world also, if you don't understand this point, magkaroon ng tinatawag natin na under desire. Doon na rin nagkakaroon ng fighting. It's because ang babae rin, sige na ng baba, sige ng complain, sige ng ang lalaki naman walang pakialam. So yun, doon nila makikita rin yung ang pagkaalam is irresponsible, but then they themselves also are trying hard. So try to understand this point. Actually, it brings also a complementary nature to understand each other. For us to really have a very good resemblance and become a replica of a subject and object still. So, okay, I hope I could give justice to the lecture of Sir Randy for this time. So the life thing is life is like climbing a mountain actually, climbing together with our spouse, with man and woman. And the man focuses on reaching the summit while the woman goes through a different pathway. So you always steer to the goal oriented, you wanted to focus reaching the summit, reaching the goal, while woman goes through a different pathway. So iba rin siya, pero still pa rin, it goes together to reach the summit. Yes, let's go up together, sabi ng woman. But then, wait, there are beautiful flowers. Ang daming nakikita ng babae, ang daming mga specific things. Pero ang nakafocus na lalaki is to go to the summit, to the top of the mountain. But then, ang babae naman, wanted to go with him, but then, marami naman siya nakikita na di-disturb sa kanya. Kasi there is an appreciation sa mga tadaanan nila, ang dami-dami makikita. So, wait, there are beautiful flowers. Pero nagmamadali ang lalaki to go to the summit kasi naka-goal-oriented siya eh. Yun ang goal niya. So, we can see, partners should help each other and walk together to reach the summit. This is how your life becomes more interesting. So, siyempre, kung ano na, ang lalaki, hilain na lang niya. Kasi dami pa ka-disturban ng babae. We need to hold hands together and go to the summit. We need to be together actually. We are partners to help each other and work together to reach the summit. So difference of man and woman actually is the reason man and woman are created with different characteristics for them to complement help each other. To complement, it's not to criticize, it's not to degrade, but to help each other to grow. To help each other to really, with that differences, we could use it for us to really reach the top of the mountain or to reach our goal in life. That is to establish an ideal family, establishing an ideal, lalo sa atin, very specific, establishing ideal to be matched, to be blessed, establish an ideal family, and after establishing ideal family, then we have become chombo. And ang very clear, and becoming chombo, it's to really love other people outside in our tribe, and through that way, that is also establishing together the kingdom of heaven, right? So very specific. So that is the reason why we have a very big mission actually. Hindi lang tayo naka-confined sa ating pamilya, sa ating sarili, kundi we need to use these lectures to become an effective instrument towards our influencing others inside our family, and then we go to the society, and then we can establish our tribe, and then that's it. So very clear ang path natin actually. That's our goal in life. So let's really use these things to become our way for us to reach our goal in life. That is the path wherein our true parents and God have been offered to us for so long. Kaya hindi tayo basta, hindi lang hanggang dito lang tayo sa starting point. We need to move forward, helping each other, especially in the family, husband and wife together. So it's very important for us to help each other, to complement each other. And a man becomes the subject of love when he has a lovable object, or rather, a lovable object partner, and a woman becomes an object of beauty if she has a man who can appreciate her beauty. So helping together still, understanding together, both sides, you need to become subject and object. A subject of love as an object of beauty. Then that's, with that harmony, then we know that in our everyday life, it's very exciting life. Kasi kapag hindi magkaroon ng object of love and then there's no object of beauty, then there's no good relationship. Magiging parang ano lang ang araw mo. Kasi at the end of the day, when you lie down, then what have I done? Have I done good to my partner? Have I, So minsan natatawa na lang yung mga anak ko minsan, may corny naman ako minsan. So you need to really, also show your love to your husband. Just even just mga malambing din na salita, okay, sometimes embracing. But before, when we have our adjustment period, ang hirap-hirap kaya. Always there is a misunderstanding and always there is complaints. No? But this time, when you are getting older, you can really see the real value of our relationship. Especially when you are looking forward to our mission, especially our big mission in our tribal Messiah mission. Okay, so the third one, man thinks logically while woman thinks through her emotion and intuition, so she can sympathize with man. So this is also a very complementary thing. The differences of here is also gives a big result because man is more on logic and Woman is more on the heart, using the heart. So the mind and heart be together, work together, it will complement to have more better decisions, beautiful decisions in life. And also, men are goal-oriented, and while woman thinks the relationship and process of reaching the goal, it is important than the goal itself. So, meron yung goal-oriented, nandiyan din ang woman na more on the process ang kanyang ang kanyang iniintindi, paano rin ma-reach ang goal. Pero ang man nakatarget doon sa goal, pero hindi na inisip kung paano niya ma-reach yung goal. But then, here comes ang mag-complement is the woman who could be very specific to reach the goal. So when they can talk together and then by reaching, they have a common goal and purpose, iba lang ang way niya, iba lang ang path niya. So it's been together to really substantialize what or to really reach that goal is in life. What is our goal in life, brothers and sisters? What is our goal in life? Being an elder member of the unification movement. Our goal in life is to become a man of true love, and to become a man of true love, and to reach or to establish an ideal family, and then that is also to help the establishment of the kingdom of heaven. So our goal actually this time is to become chombos. Right po? Kasi this is one of the greatest thing that we need to have in our, that we could also be our children. Yun yung na second step ko ngayon is, how can I let also, once na ma-fulfill natin ang vertical natin, our blessed children will no longer fulfill it. Horizontal na lang sa kanila. So kung 5 ang anak ko, nabentahean sila sa aking pagkaroon ng pagiging chombo kasi hindi na sila mag-invest for the vertical, more on horizontal na lang din for the tribal messiahship and for the development of the heart. So let's have a goal. Let's make that will be our goal by all means. By all means, I encourage you then, brothers and sisters, for this, because this is the greatest thing that we could let our children inherit and be proud of us pagdating ng araw po. So let's go then. When a man and woman marry and become one, they resemble God. Man and being the object, or being the subject, and man being the object, when they marry each other, and then they have the resemblance, and they could also have a good relationship, then they could resemble God. That is what God has been longing for 2,000 years to Adam and Eve. So we need to be the one to really substantialize it. That's the longingness up until this time of Heavenly Parent and also of our parents, for us to become an ideal man and ideal woman, establishing ideal family. Okay, resembling the image of God. Okay, so I believe that ano nangyari sa aking
Nawala po yung
Kaya nga.
or full screen nyo. Ayan.
Okay.
Japanese naman na.
Okay, so maybe that's the end of the lecture that has been prepared, for yeah. So it's very exciting thing that you need to bumalik.
Ay, bumalik. Sino ba yun?
Bumalik ba siya? Sandali. Anyway, that is the last thing that has been part of the lecture that is need to present today. So we can really see how important is the relationship of man and woman actually. Very important for us to really ano natin dun sa last part niya so that you can see. Okay. So it's very great, to know all these things, brothers and sisters. Very nice thing to discuss. What do you think? It's very important for us to discuss all these things. So I stop sharing ko po para at least you can have the chance to share each other. So
Okay. So thank you po, Tere, for that very informative and we need to unlearn yung mga dapat nating yung mga nakagawian natin. Kasi nga, yung ano natin, yung dati nating naintindihan, yung usual na ano natin, through this lecture, yung ano na lang yung iba, usually alam natin, in marriage, 1 plus 1 equals 1. Parang ganon. Pero mali pala yung equation natin, no, di ba? Mali yung equation, hindi siya 1 plus 1. Alam natin na 2 yun, di ba? Pero sinasabi pa rin natin, 1 yun, maging 1. Kasi 1 man and 1 woman, magiging isa, so magiging 1. Pero mali yung equation natin. Hindi siya, actually, 1 half plus 1 half equals 1. Yun yung, di ba? Yun yung, mali yung equation natin. Pero, tinatama natin yung equation na 1 plus 1 equals 1. Parang gano'n sinasabi natin. Pero, sa totoo lang, alam natin na mali yung equation, mali yung sagot, pero tinatama natin. Pero ang tunay pala, through the principle, 1 half plus 1 half equals 1. O, diba? Yun yung sinagot ng principle. So, ayun. Kaya nga, ang galing-galing na God, yung galing-galing ng ano, diba? Yung chapter 1 natin, the principle of creation, especially sa relationship, yung dual characteristic, dito natin makikita na yung application ng dual characteristic that we need to, yung sinasabi dito kanina, we need to, that's the reason why ang blessing or ang matching is complementary, hindi siya compatibility. In order for us to to appreciate, di ba? In order for us to value the other, our partner. Kasi siya yung magko-complete sa atin. Yung wala tayo, yun yung meron siya. Yung meron siya, wala tayo. So, that's yung differences pala dapat natin, di ba? Yung differences pala dapat natin ay hindi natin nagiging problema, kundi dapat na-appreciate natin yung difference natin as man and woman. Kasi nga, yun that this would lead us to perfection. Pero yun nga, sinasabi ko, we need to unlearn all of these things kasi nga, hindi natin nakikita nung hindi tayo compatible. Magkaiba tayo ng ugali, parang gano'n, hindi tayo pwede, parang gano'n. Pero dito sa atin, sa organization natin, dito sa unification movement, we need talagang natural talaga na magkaiba tayo. Kasi nakita talaga natin dito sa at dapat dun sa roles, hindi dapat natin binabaliktad yung role. Alam mo as a woman and alam mo as a woman kung ano yung role mo. Pag binaliktad mo yan, nagkakagulo, di ba? Kasi dapat hindi mo ilagay yung sarili mo sa role ng lalaki at hindi rin yung lalaki ilagay niya yung role niya sa babae kasi magkaiba sila ng role kasi nagko-complement lagi yung role. And then, doon naman sa goal-oriented, magkaiba talaga sila. So, nakarelate kayo sa differences natin doon sa mga examples. So this time, it's reflection time. So, sino ba mauna? Ano po yung ating mga reflection ng ating mga participant? So, let's hear from first. Mamimili ako, wala tayong Wheel of Fortune anyway. 3 lang naman po yung pang-4 po ako. So, mauna po si Sir Ramiso. Ay, tama ba? Si Sir Ramiso ba to o Ma'am Ramiso? Hindi ko po alam.
Good morning, Sir Ramiso.
Good morning po.
Good
Ano po
morning.
yung reflection po nila?
Good morning.
Yes po.
Oh, kanina kasi
Good morning po.
nag-run out, nag-black out dito kaya nawala ako. Ngayon lang ako nakabalik. Ngayon lang bumalik yung yung kuryente namin. Parang
Okay po.
wala akong masabi kasi hindi ako nakarinig.
Yes, sir.
Next time na lang.
Panoorin niyo na lang sa YouTube, sir.
Ah,
So, thank you
sa
po.
YouTube. Okay, salamat.
Now po, since nag-brown out pala kila Sir Ramiso, can we now hear from Sir Hill Penyoso? Reflection po ni Sir Hill Penyoso. Marami pa po tayong time until 6 o'clock. You have, sir?
Hello.
Yes,
Good
good morning,
morning,
po,
Ate.
sir.
Oh,
Opo.
brand out din sa amin.
Brown out the whole, sampen po rin po. Ay,
Yes, sa mga del Norte siguro ang brand out.
Oo, isang ano lang kami dito sa labason kasi kami.
Pero may ilaw na, sir?
Oh, ngayon
Wala
lang,
pa.
bumalik. Kaya nagbalik din ako.
Wala pa dito sa amin.
oh, okay.
Oh.
So,
So,
wala po tayong choice, sir. Thank you po. So, sir, I think this is recorded. So, pwede pong, maganda po kasi yung material. Yon. Maganda rin naman yung I really appreciate Ma'am Tere na
First
sabi
time ko
niya,
makita ang slides. First time ang
pero
slides
ang
kasi.
galing din po niyo. I mean, ang galing po ng truly where we are in we are under stress, lumalabas po yung natin, ang galing natin, di ba? Ganun talaga eh. Ganun po talaga yung mga tao sa gobyerno, parang gobyerno din ako. So, under stress ka, parang wala kang magagawa, lumalabas talaga yung galing. So, and yun yung yung power ng mga babae. So, sorry po sorry po yung mga babae. Yun. And I really thumbs up po ako sa pagkaka-present ni Ma'am Tere. So, wala po tayong choice, kundi, do you agree, Ma'am Elsie?
Yes.
Na galing, pwede ng power ng mga babae. May second, mouthpiece na si Sir Randy. Pwede na, di ba? So, we don't have any choice but to, Ma'am Elsie's, reflection. Go ahead, Ma'am Elsie.
Okay, good morning. Good morning sa lahat. Sa YouTube. YouTube lang tayo live or sa Facebook din. YouTube lang, no? So, good morning. So, actually, my reflection doon sa presentation ni Sister Tere. Nowadays talaga, women empowerment, grabe yung, kasi when we look back, mga old, talagang ang women always follow lang.
Ate, ano mo yung microphone mo, te?
Hello, yan, okay na? Ayan na.
Salita po kayo para marinig namin.
Okay na na? Okay na?
Okay na po.
So, bali, ang reflection ko is regarding sa topic. So, napaka-importante, no, na we need to learn the rule, both side. Kasi minsan, balik ko yung
Ayan, okay na? Naririnig niyo ako?
Mas maganda po pag wala po kayong mic ay hindi po nakakabit po.
So yun, okay na yan.
Oh, mas okay. Mas okay.
Okay, no? Kuhanin siguro ang headset ko. So we understand our position, our role as a women. So if we look back, mga previous old practice, mas subjective ang ang mga lalaki. But this time, because of the women empowerment, maybe because of the education, the learnings, or whatever man na-expose ang mga babae, so nagiging strong ang babae. But based on the principle, we need to, yun lang ang kasabihan, no? The success of a man behind is a woman. You agree? We should really, as a woman, as a restored women, we always understand that we have to support our husband. Although mahina siya sa ganito, mahina siya sa ganyan, tama yung sabi ni Sister Tere, no, we have to respect. Kahit na siya'y mahina sa ganyan, our position as a restored woman, we have to educate him. Or we have to guide him, we have to support him. And then ipakita natin na yung way how they stand as a man. Kasi kahit naman na strong tayo as a woman, we are more knowledgeable or we are more strong with regards sa mga responsibility, sa mga plans, sa mga whatever man na gusto natin, but still, we have to respect pa rin. Yun ang maganda dito sa atin. Kasi, hindi natin na-overpower. So, kahit nasabihin natin tayo yung marami nagawa sa family, or sometimes some women na marami na contribute, but still, as a restored woman or as a blessed wife, we need to consider na our responsibility also is to have a respect to our husband. So napaka-importante kasi actually may mga ano din ako, may mga nabasa din ako mga speeches ni True Father na yun na nga, tayo kahit naman tayo ay nasa level na ng family, but still we are in the process of we still to have to follow the procedure, the formula, no? Yung from formation, growth, and completion. So, second blessing, no? The forming a family is a second blessing, and then we are about to complete the second blessing, and then next is third blessing. So I realized lately lang, kasi I've been attending coaching and mentoring online. Actually, mayroon akong inatinan na seminar online. Lately lang na-realize ko, they are attracting they are attracting money. Kasi isa yan sa mga problema ng pamilya na walang resource, hirap sa buhay. Kasi tama yung sinasabi natin, anong kulang sa atin? We have God, we have true parents, and then we understand the principle, but still we are suffering. So, may nag-invite sa akin na isa ding member, and then they encourage me na we have to learn how they do attraction sa universe. Actually, they call for us, we call it spiritual, but them, because they don't know about spiritual, they call universe. So, ngayon, I realize, actually, sa divine principles, lalo na sa principle of creation, nandoon na lahat yung explanation noong yung inatinan ko. But hindi natin yun naintindihan masyado, kasi masyadong, deep. Pero in the lighter way, ang role talaga natin from individual to formation of forming a family, and then next is dominion of creation. Napaka-importante, before you step to the next level, importante talaga na ma-perfect mo yung harmonious relationship with your husband or with your wife. Pag hindi nangyari yon, no dominion of creation na mangyayari. So, kaya sabi ko na, Alam natin yun. Principle tayo from the napakaano yun. So the basic to ano ba, to have an attraction sa spirit world or sa universe is harmonious relationship between the family, within the family. So yun yung unang i-correct. So I realize, kasi minsan may mga conflict tayo minsan kahit sabihin natin may principle tayo, pero still mayroon tayo mga conflict with our relationship with our husband or wife. For example na lang, yung sabi ni Sister Terena, utusan mo na, utusan mo siya, tapos i-deny niya na hindi ko sinabi sa kanya. O di mag-argue na kayo, sinabi ko sa'yo na doon. O mag-argue na kayo. So parang sabi ko na, wow, kailangan, kasi may temper tayo, lalo na pag babae, may temper tayo. So, yun yung gusto kong makorek din. Kasi, ang lalaki, minsan pag natamaan yung ego, ma-pride din yun. So, how we manage with that kind of portion na how we develop harmonious relationship. So maganda yung training, presentation na natin ngayon. So we need to talaga substantialize first with our family so that we can also share this to our neighbor, our community, sa pamilya na sa ating komunidad. Kaya sabi nga ni Sister Terry, our responsibility is not only limited on our family. We have to inspire, we have to share this also to our community. So, but first, before we share to others, we need to apply it from our family. So, thank you very much for the opportunity. That's all my reflection for today. Thank you.
Sister
Adju.
Adju. In connection sa sinasabi ni Sister Elsie, in connection sa yung sinasabi natin na akala natin dinideny talaga ng brothers na hindi niya narinig. Actually, hindi pala, based sa lecture, hindi talaga nila dinideny. Actually, hindi talaga nila narinig kasi hindi sila nakafocus doon kasi iba yung goal niya di ba? So, akala natin, tayong mga wife, tayong mga sister, sinabi, pinagbibintangan natin. Kaya madalas pinagbibintangan mo ako. Sasabihin sa'yo ng brother. Bakit mo sinasabi yung hindi ko ginagawa? Bakit mo ako pinagbibintangan? Sasabihin nila sa'yo. So, away na. Pero actually, sinasabi kasi pala natin, based sa lecture, sinasabi nila, hindi ko narinig. Pero sabi mo naman, bakit ko dinideny? Sinabi ko, klaro na sinabi ko sa iyo kagabi ko pala hindi niya talaga maalala kahit hindi niya talaga nadinig kasi nga iba yung focus niya, hindi siya nakafocus na sa panahon na yon. So ang solution po natin bilang mga sisters, kapag kakausapin natin yung asawa natin, siguraduhin natin na nakatingin siya sa atin, di ba? Para nakatingin siya sa mga beauty natin, di ba? Nakatingin siya, sabi mo, uy, tignan mo ako. May sinasabi ako sa'yo. Tignan mo ako. Kasi ang isang natin, problema natin, communication. Dun din sa lecture, we need to communicate. Kasi akala nung brother, ganito yung nangyayari. Kasi yun yung line of thinking niya Yun, di ba? Yun yung sinasabi kanina, yung kanyang, yung goal, yung line of thinking niya. Iba naman yung line mo. Kaya kailangan, iklaro yung dalawa. Ikaklaro ni brother, ikaklaro ni sister. Parang gano'n. Yung sinasabi niya na ito yung gusto ko, ito yung gusto kong mangyari. Kasi minsan hindi natin nakaklaro yun Akala natin, uy, nababasa ako ni asawa ko. Feeling din ng isa, uy, basang-basa niya ako. Parang gano'n. Pero actually, we need to, we really need to confirm from each other kung ano talaga yung gusto mo na mangyari. Yun. So, yun. ngayon ko lang siya naintindihan. Sana maintindihan lalo na yung mga may mga asawa pa and even sa mga anak natin, ikaklaro din natin. We can apply this also to to our children, especially if merong babae at saka lalaki tayong mga anak. So, yun yung wala kami. Babae lang yung pwede kong maintindihan. Siguro, I'm looking forward na magkaroon ako ng son-in-law para maintindihan ko din yung yung part ng kasi yun na lang yung paraan para malaman ko yung maintindihan ko yung mga lalaki, ma-apply ko yung differences, yung line of thinking ng isang babae at saka isang lalaki. So, yun. Akala kasi natin nagkakaintindihan, pero yung communication still is very important. Ikaklaro dapat palagi natin. So, meron pa tayong time po. Meron pa tayong mga more than, I think we still have 29 minutes, 28 to 29 minutes.
Maybe Ate Relina, we can hear or listen from Sir Hill at saka Sir Ramizo, be in the side, kasi unfair naman sa side ng mga man that they cannot share any word from it. Woman. So through the sharing, through the sharing siguro ni mag-base sila. Insight lang po.
Yes, sir. Sino po mauna? Si Sir Ramizo o si Sir Penyoso?
Sir Pinyoso.
Bino-volunteer po kayo, Sir Penyoso, na kayo daw maunang magsalita tungkol dun sa sa conflicts and misunderstanding between man and woman po. So, para meron po tayong and then, siguro ang gagawin ni Ma'am Tere at gagawin po natin is i-relate po natin yung na yon dun sa lecture po. O natin
mayroon ding lalaki akong nakita na similar attitude, madaldal din sa actually depende, may malalaki madaldal din, mas madaldal pa sa babae. So, di natin talaga ma-generalize na lalaki tahimik. Kasi may mga lalaki madaldal.
Mas chismoso pa nga sila, hindi natin alam. Mas chismoso yung mga lalaki.
Ako nga.
Napakasalbahin natin. O sir, Sir Pedyoso, ikaw daw muna, sir. Sabi ni Mr. Ramizo.
Asan na?
Nawala na sila. Biglang nawala kanina yata.
Andyan pa.
Andyan si Mr. Ramizo.
Wala si Sir Pinyoso. Hello, BFD. Good morning na pala.
Yung pinagkaiba po ng anong topic po natin talaga, yung differences of man and woman. Especially sa family life po natin. Sa blessed family life natin.
Kayo po ba?
Talaga minsan talaga hindi natin maintindihan talaga yung babae, pero dahil sa principle, ayan, continue pa rin tayo, di ba?
Yes.
Yun talaga, kasi lahat naman tayo talaga, we are really struggling kasi dati tayo na talagang unprincipled na tao tayo. We really understand na unprincipled na tao tayo. Kaya, minsan,
nawala siya. Na-disconnect siya.
Challenge talaga yun.
Ayan na. Ibabalik
Yes
na.
po.
Yes po.
Mahina kasi yung signal lang dito. Ewan ko bakit ba ganito.
Yun nga eh. Because of ano siguro.
Oo. Okay ba?
Wala pa bang dito dyan? Dito.
Wala pa.
Dito network
Wala
po.
pa dito. Puro pa yung PLDT nag-install ng kanilang mga ano dito. Ang hinihintay namin talaga, PLDT.
Sige po.
Narinig ba?
Putol-putol nga sa. Mahina ang internet niya. Mahina ang internet niya.
Sir Randy nga hindi na nakabalik.
Okay po. Thank you po, sir. Nandiyan pa kayo, sir?
Putol-putol na yung kanya.
Mahina kasi.
Sige.
Okay po.
Hindihin na lang natin.
Yes po.
Yun lang ang gusto niyang iparamdam siguro sa atin, mga babae. Sila ang kumbaga, vice versa ba? Tayo mga babae, ang akala natin, tayo ang umintindi sa kanila. Ang mga side naman na lalaki, inisip nila na sila yung umintindi sa atin. So, napakaganda kasi may principle tayo. Alam talaga natin yung role natin. So, yun yung pinaka-bottom line doon. Otherwise, kung walang principle, wala na, maghihiwalay na. So, bahala ka sa buhay mo. Parang ganon. Pero we are so much grateful because we learn from divine principle and then we know how we stand. Although strong tayo, minsan tayo, mas energetic minsan tayo kaysa lalaki. But then our role still, we are in the position to support our husband. We need to support. So, yung lagi ang slogan na yung success sa lalaki nagdepende yan sa babae. So, kaya minsan naging successful ang malalaki. Actually, totoo yun. Kasi when true mother, di ba? Si true mother, lagi lang yan nakasupport kay true father. Kahit na, tapos si true father naman, tinitrain niya si true mother. So, that's why, look at true mother now. Nagiging rin siya. Strong woman. Nagiging mother of peace. So, yun lang ang maganda sa atin. Yun lang maganda sa atin kasi we have principle. So, we know our role as a woman. So, we should not overlap din. So, tama yung sabi ng brother. Mayroon kasi tayong principle. Thank you. So, si Brother Hill, baka okay yung marinig naman namin ang iyong
boses.
Kahit lang hindi related sa
Mga 25% na lang daw siya.
Ha?
So, si Brother Hill, yata yun eh. Si Brother Hill siya yung 20%. Baka pwede pa, sir, kaya pa. Kahit 2 to 3 minutes po, sir.
Pwedeng i-try nila i-open yung picture na lang muna, sir, ma'am, para baka in case na.
Yes po.
Mr. LC, yung naka-side.
Okay, binasa ko
Nawala na
kasi
si sir. Nawala na talaga si sir. Nawala naman na sila. Siguro nawala ng nalobat na.
20% lang daw yung kanyang.
Nawala na nga sila. Sorry na po kayo. Ayan si Sir Hill.
Ayun na.
Ayan mo na lang kahit hindi naka-open na camera, may name naman. So, considering talagang hindi kaya sa kanilang
small heart po. Dali lang po hindi ako marunong masyadong ano. Lagay ko po sa ipipaste ko lang po. And then next is, saan na ako? Nawawala ako.
Sa Ate Sylvia, wala rin.
Next is, oo nga, nawala din.
Hindi na mapasok.
Sunflower post po, Hebaragi. Sunflower post po. Ganyan po. Hebaragi sinang. Yan po. Thank you. Next po is Vision 2027.
Chine.
Wait po. Vision 2027.
Strive si Ate
Yan po.
Renina.
Ano po?
Striving.
Ano ba? May bigay ba? Ayan. Ayan po. So, thank you po.
Anyway,
Kailangan ko isingin ko.
sa ano natin, te. Ang ganda. Actually, it's my first time to see the PowerPoint. But then, kanina nahihilo actually ako. Nandiyan si Sergio again. So, I strive also to make myself, kaya kanina nakahiga ako actually, kaya hindi ako nakaano.
Hindi ako nun.
But then, it's,
yung topic po na kasi maganda siya.
oo, kung ano pa natin, ito nga yung ano natin eh.
Maganda
Everyday.
po siya kayo sa, dun po sa lecture na 5 languages of love, mas maganda po siya kasi ano siya, holistic siya, comprehensive yung lahat po ng aspect. Whereas yung 5 languages of love, meron na kasi sa iba, sa secular world, meron pong lecture tungkol sa 5 languages of love, pero hindi po siya kompleto. Mas kompleto po yung
Hindi siya specific yung ano nila. Tsaka true to life, sa atin kasi, we go deeper eh. We go deeper to, yun yung punto na we have this parent education kasi even we are old in the movement, there are lots of things we need also to analyze and understand deeper and deeper. Kasi very ang mission natin actually is to really become a true love, a man of true love eh. Yan naman ang nasa ni speeches ni True Parents. So become a person who could really become lovable and to love people, others, especially sa atin, importante sa partner natin. Kaya ang dami-daming mga sitwasyon na hindi natin lagi sa pag-aalaman kahit hindi tayo sa secular world. We are inside may prinsipyo tayo pero marami pa rin naghihiwalay. Marami pa rin nag-give up. It's because of this na hindi mabigyan katuturan sa kanilang buhay ang what is really the teaching, the principles teaching is the substantialization. So ito yung pinapakabuod ng why we have organized this, kahit kunti lang ang taong nagjo-join, but once you join, mafe-feel mo yung pinaka important sa life natin. Lalo sa atin na 3 o'clock in the morning is somewhat a very sacrificial thing for us to wake up. Actually, ilang beses ako magising para hindi lang ako. Minsan matingala ako, nagising ako 1:00, then mamaya 2:00. Then ayaw ko maano yung time ko, hindi ako makagising. So doon ako mahilo-hilo pag ganitong oras. But binabantayan ko talaga na I will not miss this. So this is also an offering to us, in offering sa ating sarili na we can, sabi nga namin ni Sir Randy, 2 or 3 gathered in God's name, then He's always there, been there. Anyway, naka-YouTube tayo, then we expect brothers and sisters who could not afford to wake up early, they can even review also our lecture, our sharing, our lecture. At ang pinaka-importante dito is not only the lecture, it's the sharing of experiences, and through that way, we can also, we can learn from each other actually. And through that way also, we can feel that we are family, we are sharing, we are helping each one to grow, na hindi tayo Yung parang we want to build a community wherein yun ang willingness ni true parents eh. Hindi tayo yung malayo sa isa't isa kundi ang sakit ng isa, sakit nating lahat. Ano ba? Yung ano natin. Lalo sa ating mga elder ones na ang dami-dami na ngayon na nasa tabi-tabi na lang, hindi na nagko-connect, minsan nahiya na lang because for so long hindi na nakaka-connect. So may mga reasons na hindi sila makakonect, but then we need to reach them out. And the calling that we are having now, adding people in our group chat, the calling is there. Nandyan sa kanila, POR pa rin nila kung papasok o hindi. Yun ang ano natin. So, but we encourage. We encourage because we believe that this is a very important thing that we need to establish now because we are now living in the Chong Ilgok era. And then, ito na yung time din natin na we can sympathize to each one's yung sakit sa buhay natin. Kasi lahat naman tayo dumadaan tayo sa mga paghihirap at saka pero isa lang pa rin ang goal natin to establish to become a part of the kingdom of heaven. And ito lang din ang way natin na makatulong sa bawat isa through sharing and through the lectures. And we thank you so much to Kuya Randy is the one who is making all the lectures, the PowerPoint sharing also. And someday kaya nga meron tayong facilitator every session. And then, para siya rin ang mag-share mag-encourage, mag-share, mag-remind, kasi not all the time I will be doing these things in our group chat. We need to become an owner of our group chat also. Na kung may mga i-post kayo na mga magaganda rin then encouragement. The encouragement pa rin sa siya. So, I do hope na we could find value actually for this. And the lecture actually, it's not hindi yung sa kagaling natin mag-lecture, but it is kung ano yung natin na isi-share natin sa lecture. So, let's be ready for it. Kagaya sa sitwasyon natin ngayon, we need to be ready kung sino yung pwedeng then we need to have that heart of volunteerism also. Kaya kanina naisip ko na kung anong gagawin natin kapag alam ko na mahina ang signal doon. Mahina ang signal doon sa area nila, ni Kuya Randy ngayon. I believe in that. So, I really prepared my heart also. Kaya sanay nang hingi na ako sa kanilang PowerPoint. In case lang, sir, may backup, then please send to me the PowerPoint. So that's the point. And this is nangyari nga. Nangyari nga. So sabak tayo. And then besides, you need to learn from what our experiences. Even Ate Relina, nakalearn na rin siya ngayon na being the facilitator. And then later on, mag-lecturer na rin siya. Then we can have the chance. Everybody have the chance actually to really. Magle-lecture ka, sir, magle-lecture ka, ka rin mabubuhayan ka rin Mabubuhayan rin tayo, di ba?
Totoo yan.
Then magpa-practice tayo, tayo, then later on, mabihasa na. Kasi ang lecturing actually is lecturing by heart. It's not by your intellect, no. It's more on the heart connecting to our real life. That's the point, para mas alive ang ating buhay din na nila-lecture. So, thank you for Ate Relina for accepting being the facilitator today. I do hope may mag-volunteer din for next session natin for second Saturday of the month. And then also last Saturday of the month. Yan po. Ito yung sariling atin. Anyway, the BFD is preparing also for yata yung blessed family group actually. Blessed family department. Iba yung blessing department, yung nag-work out para sa blessing committees, mga ganun. Iba yung blessed family department. Ito na yung education, parang education of the blessed families. So let's stand for this because we are the elder ones, and we have now already also our BFD education head with us. We help also our education head to raise more lecturers to become lecturers by heart, so that we can raise more our younger ones to become also educated sa principle din. Na they can also adapt yung natin yung, because we have experienced a lot already in the past, and through that way we can become effective to guide them also, mas especially now for the second generations. Yan po, maraming salamat to bear with Emil sa inyong pag-intindi rin sa akin. I hope I have give justice to the PowerPoint of Sir Randy. The second time I will lecture, I will be more
The next facilitator next week. So i-try ko this facilitator.
Wow! Thank you po.
Yes. Anyway, diba dami tayo? So I know God can still talk to more people to join with us. And
Very
hard.
Hello. Pwede
Hello, sir. Yeah, sir.
Ma'am Tere, kanang pero ba may suggestion tayo? May suggestion? Ano kaya kasi minsan kasi mahirap yung iba di makagising ng maaga. Paano kaya kag ilipat na natin to ng time ng kahit mag-overlap tayo doon sa morning devotion natin. Pwede tayo ng 5 o'clock na lang. Baka maraming magsali. Pag 5 o'clock tayo, kahit maka-overlap tayo 5 to 7 na sa morning devotion. Kasi dalawang beses lang man tayo makapag ng ganito. No, di ba? Kasi pag 3 o'clock, naisip ko, minsan, nahirapan yung iba magising, kagaya ng misis ko. Kasi masakit raw yung ulo niya. Siguro masyadong umaga. Kung pwede ba natin, hindi ba natin ma-transfer or ano ba talaga to?
Ano natin kay Sir Randy po, sir.
Oo, para siguro marami siguro pag 5 o'clock, mas okay siguro yung time. 5 o'clock. Tapos
Pwede pa sir siguro mga 4, pero pag 5 siguro.
Baka 4, baka siguro 4.
Pero i-suggest natin kay Sir Randy.
Oo, kahit mag-overlap tayo sa morning devotion, dalawang base lang ito.
Kasi meron din kami ano rin sa women group ng first Sunday and second Sunday of the month. 4 o'clock din.
So morning din yan.
Apa. Kaya ang maganda po talaga is actually this is a great offering to us. Tayo rin ay mag-sacrifice din for 3 o'clock. Actually, this is a great offering na yung feeling ba natin na mas maaga, kung we are really dedicated, we can really overcome. We can overcome.
Ganun yan. Totoo talaga
Parang
yan.
ano po natin din, very fresh kasi sa morning po, tsaka hindi tayo mag-rush sa oras kasi maka-join tayo po sa morning devotion. Pero anyway, I will be presenting din po. Actually, itong grupo na ito, it started in Sampen. Again, we've started in Sampen, but then because of we have a Brothers Scope, nationwide na ito siya. So we can welcome anybody. So, kaya ganito natin ngayon. And I hope. Sir, open natin Sir Randy, pero sa 5 o'clock siguro parang late na masyado rin.
How about, sa bagay, more on, ang ibig sabihin, ang schedule is, parang offering.
Oo, parang rin natin to, commitment natin kung talagang you are really dedicated or it's not, sa akin lang, personal ko, no, ako nahihirapan ako, nahihilo nga ako kanina, and then I may klase pa ako mamaya, then the whole day. So, what the point there is, the commitment that we have. What do you think so? Sa akin, nafe-feel ko yung parang, it's a great impact din as an elder ones. Kaya nga si True Father din i-express na talaga na we need to wake up early talaga And then, ang internet din natin.
Hindi siya, yun din ang, actually, kung ma-develop pa sana itong ating ganitong commitment, maganda talaga ipasok natin dito yung mentoring, coaching. Medyo challenging nga yung ako kasi naka-enroll ako ngayon for coaching. So napakaganda yung kanilang komunidad dahil they are helping each other. They are helping each other, even they are reach outing one by one. Kahit hindi ko sila kilala, tinatawagan ako personally sa messenger. So you see, very challenging kasi tayo pa kaya, no?
Ito kasi yung kulang natin Ito yung kulang natin. So,
they are more than that. Actually, sabi ko nga, oh wow, these people we are more than that actually. So, we can also do that in our community. So, kahit na hindi natin masyado yung as long as they are willing naman. So, maganda yung ganong komunidad. We have to develop we have concern to each other. Kasi lalo na tayo, we are more than those people because we have parents. We have divine principle. So, nagawa nga nila, nagawa nga nilang gawin sa iba, how much more tayo? So regarding naman dun sa oras, talagang may struggle na kasi may mga matatanda na yung iba, may mga nararamdaman na rin. Iba may mga physical na rin, limitation talaga. Pero siguro mas maaga na lang tayo matulog. So kung for example morning, 3 o'clock, tulog na lang tayo alas 8, mga ganun. Para pagising natin sa ganung oras, hindi tayo puyat. Kasi ako ganun din na ginagawa ko. Every Saturday, I see to it 8 or 9, tulog na ako. Kaya naka-alarm clock ako ng, for example, 3 o'clock, naka-alarm clock na ako ng 2:45. Kasi nabasa ko kasi din, with regards of health conscious, 10 to 3, our blood cells, our cells is working to repair our yung mga damage sa ating mga selula. So it's very important na makatulog talaga tayo ng 10 to 3. After that, wala na pong repair na mga gaganap sa mga selula natin. So yung pasok naman siya. Pasok naman siya sa, alam mo yun, sa mga health conscious lang kasi I'm also learning about side of health. So 10 to 3, kailangan talaga matulog ang tao. Otherwise, no repair, cellular, may mga cellular natin, they're repairing also sa mga damage.
Mga worn-out tissues.
Para ma-nourish ulit. So after 3 o'clock, so wala nang magaganap na mga pagre-repair. So yun na nga, pwede na tayong gumising. But then kailangan pa rin natin matulog ng maaga, at least mga 9 to 3. Maaga na lang tayo matulog para hindi tayo masyadong puyat. Yun lang po ang ko. Kasi kung ang goal natin is more on refreshment, kasi maaga, actually early in the morning is refreshing nga. Yun na nga lang is more on sacrificial, which is, this is our offering, time. Sige po, pero i-suggest mo rin yan, sis, kay Brother Randy, either gawin niyang midnight, pero mas maganda kasi na umaga kasi yun na yung after repairing our cellular. Kasi nga minsan ako, pagka midnight na, kasi ako, ginugol ko, 10 o'clock tulog na talaga ako kasi I know na may connection na sa health natin, yung 10 to 3 na oras, kailangan matulog na para maka-repair naman yung ating mga selula sa mga damage na for refreshment ba. Okay, sige po. So, see you na.
So,
Pwede mag-open po si Sir Ramiso ng kasi para meron din siyang picture.
Sige,
kasi
sige.
Si Sir Pinyosa kanina, di ba? Okay. Kahit small heart lang po.
Open ka man, sir. Wow.
Yan. Wow. Yan. Okay po. Smile. Your face is your responsibility. Okay po.
So much.
Si Brother Hill wala, hindi na nakabalik.
So, wala na po. Kasi nalubat na siya. Wala pa
internet, yung kuryente.
Wala pa, sir?
Nalubat yun. Wala pa rin.
Saan kayo
po
sa
na-post
Mindanao?
ko na po.
Saan sa Mindanao ang brownout?
Parang sa Zamboanga del Norte.
Del Norte.
Kaya nga nawala din si Sir Randy.
May seminar pa naman sila doon, sir. So, ngayon. May seminar pa ngayon, second day yata.
Yan na nga. Pero baka bumalik mamaya sa kanila doon.
Yung pong seminar yun sa DepEd, supervisor?
Opo, sa mga principal.
Mga teachers at saka school heads ng district, ng Kalawit 2 district.
Ano na pangalan ni Sir Backbuster? Ganon. Kalimutan ko. Pag narinig ko, alam ko na siya yun.
Sir Gapol?
Sir
yes.
Elisar Gapol.
Okay. Galing-galing nga ni Sir Gapol eh. Parang ganun.
Oh.
Sige po. So,
Speak up.
let us
Nag-prepare
now,
din
ano
siya.
po. So, pwede na po tayong mag-close po for
Sir.
the day.
Sir
Can
Ramis.
we hear
Ay,
closing prayer? Sino ba gusto mag-volunteer? Baka
Si
gusto na ni
Brother.
Sir Ramiso.
Okay.
Po.
Sige, let us pray.
Okay po.
We thank you, our most beloved heavenly parent, and our victorious true parents of heaven, earth, and humankind, for this beautiful Saturday morning as we gathered. Despite that we are only few, but we know our heavenly parent that give us this great blessing to all of us, and all those words that we heard from the lecture really inculcate deeply in our heart and in our spirit, that despite all the differences of a man and a woman, but these differences are complementing each other, and we become one in order to become one with you, our heavenly parent. Because the man and the woman are the manifestation of your character, our heavenly parent. It is just that it should be that man and woman should become one through your true love that we receive from you, our heavenly parent. So today again, as we move on forward in the providence of restoration, we do hope that all things could do smoothly, and especially also today, the culmination or the last day of the 2 days seminar in Calawit 2 district in Zamboanga del Norte, in the region of Zamboanga Peninsula, with our BFD education Sir Randy Ami, with our their district supervisor Sir Elisar Gapol. We do hope that the teachers and school head could really have more insight about the divine principle, and ultimately that they would receive blessing from our true parents. So once again, this beautiful morning, our heavenly parent, we want to offer this to you, and the hope that the next Saturday we could gather more and more blessed families, so that we'll be able to spread out how to really be able to comply everything that you really wanted for us to become. Thank you once again, and all these things I pray and report in our name, Samson and Virginia Ramiso, Central Best Family. Adieu.
Adieu.
Good morning po once again, and see you
Good
on
morning.
our next
Nakaro yung signal ni Sir ngayon ah.
May kuryente
second
na sila.
Saturday po.
It's a great offering once again.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Success
you.
tayo. Thank you po. Mag-join tayo
Blessed
sa
Saturday.
morning service. And then you,
Nandun
Jong,
po
ano
tayo sa
ngayon?
Tomorrow is Anshiin po. Yung kakalimutan ko Hindi ko lang po alam pa yung program.
This
Let's
afternoon.
invite more. Let's invite more. And then to this afternoon, we'll be having Chanyang and the liberation ceremony or the Chonbo. Chanyang, nag-join kayo?
Yes, hopefully.
Meron na po kayong meron na tayong...
Yes, naka-receive na kami ng link. Ma'am.
Sige, Sister Els.
Yes.
Whenever what we can help to each other, then we can help. So kung naturuan ko na rin yung iba na paano gagawin, then we can also expand. Lalo sa HTM din, mga registrations natin, and then Chumbo, then we can. Dito sa Blessed Family, the Best Parent group natin, pwede doon tayo mag-post ng mga natin, pwedeng news natin na pwede ma-share. So,
Hmm.
marami pa pong tao doon. Maraming salamat po. Magandang araw.
Magandang
Enjoy the day.
araw.
Keep safe and good health,
See you.
everyone. Thank you, Ma'am
Magandang
Marlina.
araw po sa lahat.
Ma'am Marlina.
See
Thank
you
you
again
po.
po.
Thank you po.
Thank
We will
you.
end now.
See you in morning devotion.
Opo, pasok na.
Po.